Have you ever felt a quiet storm raging inside, a feeling you refuse to name, a wound you bury deep within? What if the very act of holding back your emotions isn't just hurting your spirit but quietly unraveling your body from the inside out? Today, we step into a hidden truth that ancient wisdom has guarded for centuries. Emotional suppression is not just a psychological burden, it is a root of physical disease. Welcome to a journey beyond the surface, where feelings locked away become invisible chains, tightening until they shape our health in unseen ways. In this video, we will uncover the sacred knowledge linking emotions and illness, explore the shadows cast by suppressed pain, and reveal practical ways to reclaim your inner balance before it becomes a silent sickness. If you seek deeper understanding and real transformation, you've come to the right place. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss these powerful insights. Prepare to awaken to the truth about emotional suppression and disease, a truth that could change the way you see your body, your mind, and your life itself. The link between emotions and illness is not a modern revelation. For thousands of years, ancient traditions whispered of this sacred connection, one that science is only now beginning to understand. The sages of Ayurveda spoke of DMA, the toxic residue of unprocessed emotions clogging the body's channels, sowing the seeds of disease. Traditional Chinese medicine teaches us that emotions like anger, grief, and fear disrupt the flow of qi, the vital life force, leading to physical imbalance. The ancient Greek physician Hippocrates, known as the father of medicine, observed that melancholia, deep sadness locked inside, could manifest as physical symptoms, often labeling it the disease of the soul. In esoteric Christian mysticism, the heart was seen as a vessel for both divine love and concealed sorrow, where unresolved pain could harden into spiritual and bodily affliction. Carl Jung, a modern pioneer bridging psychology and spirituality, introduced the idea of the shadow self. Parts of our inner world we reject or suppress. He warned that what is denied does not disappear but silently grows, influencing both psyche and soma. The Eastern yogic tradition speaks of samskaras, latent impressions formed by emotional repression that become energetic blockages, influencing health and destiny. These traditions converge on a profound truth: emotions are not just mental states but vital energies. When suppressed, they don't vanish but transform, twisting into physical symptoms, chronic pain, or disease. This ancient understanding invites us to listen deeply to our emotional bodies, to honor what hides beneath the surface. Today, we unravel this wisdom, not as a vague metaphor, but as a practical, urgent insight that can reshape how we heal ourselves. To truly grasp how emotional suppression leads to disease, imagine your emotions as rivers of energy flowing through a vast landscape, your body and mind. When these rivers run freely, they nourish the soil, bring life, and sustain balance. But when you dam a river, holding back anger, sadness, or fear, the water stagnates. It breeds toxicity beneath the surface, unseen but deadly. Emotional suppression is this dam. It is the conscious or unconscious refusal to express or even acknowledge feelings. This is not mere avoidance, it is a profound energy blockage. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. Muscles tighten, breathing shallows, and the immune system weakens as the suppressed emotions demand attention, like an underground earthquake shaking foundations. Science calls this the psychoneuroimmunological connection, how our mind and emotions directly influence our nervous and immune systems. Chronic stress, often born from buried emotions, floods the body with cortisol, the stress hormone. While useful in short bursts, prolonged exposure weakens defenses, inflames tissues, and alters DNA repair mechanisms. The result? Increased vulnerability to infections, autoimmune diseases, and even cancer. Let's consider grief, a powerful emotion often pushed aside. When grief is repressed, it can manifest as chronic fatigue, respiratory problems, or heart disease. The lungs, according to many traditional systems, are the organs tied to grief and sorrow. Holding sorrow inside clogs these organs, just as holding breath restricts oxygen. Anger, another frequently suppressed feeling, creates tension in the liver and digestive system. This emotional blockage can cause migraines, hypertension, and digestive disorders. Fear, tucked away deep in the psyche, tightens the adrenal glands, triggering a perpetual fight-or-flight mode, exhausting the body's energy reserves. This silent sabotage happens gradually. It's not dramatic, it is a slow erosion. The body's symptoms may seem unrelated, aches, digestive troubles, fatigue, but they are the language of suppressed emotion, a coded message begging for release. The metaphor of a pressure cooker is apt. Emotional energy trapped inside without a safe outlet builds intense heat and pressure. Without release valves, expression, acknowledgement, healing, something must give, and often, that breaking point is the body. Remember, suppression is a choice born out of survival. Culture, upbringing, fear of vulnerability, all teach us to lock away emotions. Yet, every locked door inside creates a shadow realm within, growing larger and darker with time. Understanding this invisible dynamic is the first step toward healing. It is not weakness to feel, it is life's currency. The question then becomes, how can we safely open those gates and allow this energy to flow, cleansing the body and restoring vitality? It's vital to understand that emotional suppression is rarely a single, isolated act. It is a layered, complex process shaped by societal norms, personal trauma, and subtle unconscious habits. Suppressing emotions can feel like building walls around a fragile fortress, the fortress of your psyche, but each brick you lay creates unseen fissures in your body's foundation. A paradox arises here. Sometimes, people believe that ignoring their feelings makes them stronger. They wear stoicism as armor, pride themselves on endurance. Yet, this very denial feeds an internal rebellion. Like a volcano hiding beneath serene earth, these suppressed emotions eventually erupt, not just in outbursts but in illness. What's often overlooked is the body's remarkable language. Pain and disease are not just physical, they are symbolic. Every symptom carries a message encoded in metaphor. For example, chronic throat issues may reflect a blocked voice, words never spoken. Stomach problems can signal gut feelings ignored. The skin, our boundary with the world, often reveals suppressed rage or shame through rashes or eczema. Science corroborates this symbolism through emerging fields like epigenetics, which show that emotional trauma can leave chemical marks on our DNA, affecting gene expression and health across generations. The scars of suppressed pain do not stop at the individual, they ripple outward. But there's nuance. Not every suppressed emotion leads directly to illness. The body and mind have incredible resilience. The danger lies in cumulative suppression, years of ignored sorrow, fear, and rage quietly rewriting your biology. It's the slow drip of unprocessed emotion that hollows out vitality. Another hidden truth, the way we suppress matters. Some bury emotions consciously, others do so unconsciously through distraction, substance use, or constant busyness. These methods can mask pain temporarily but never erase it. Even spiritual teachings caution against ignoring feelings under the guise of higher consciousness. True awakening honors the full spectrum of emotion, joy and pain, light and shadow alike. The alchemical process of transformation begins when suppressed energy is gently brought into awareness, transmuted rather than crushed. Consider this: emotions are like the wind. Trying to hold them back is like trying to trap the breeze in your hands. It slips, it builds, it finds new paths. The question is not how to block the wind but how to open the sails. We live in a culture that prizes control and logic but neglects the sacred emotional body. Yet, ancient wisdom and modern science converge to remind us, healing demands we listen to what our bodies have long been whispering beneath the noise. Knowing the deep link between suppressed emotions and disease is powerful, but knowledge alone is not enough. Healing demands action, a courageous willingness to face what we hide and to create safe pathways for release and renewal. First, begin with awareness. Observe your body daily. Where do you feel tension, discomfort, or fatigue? These are your internal signals, emotional flags waving quietly in the storm. Journaling can help. Write freely about what you feel without judgment. Even naming your emotions breaks suppression's hold. Next, create sacred spaces for expression. This might be a trusted friend, a therapist, or a spiritual guide. Speak your truth aloud. Use creative outlets, painting, dancing, drumming, to give voice to the silent rivers of emotion trapped inside. Movement awakens stagnant energy, loosening the dam brick by brick. Breath work is a potent tool. Deep, conscious breathing floods the body with oxygen, calms the nervous system, and helps emotions surface gently. Try simple techniques like the 4-7-8 breath or box breathing to anchor yourself when feelings rise. Mindfulness and meditation teach you to witness emotions without resistance or judgment, like watching clouds pass in a vast sky. This witnessing creates spaciousness for emotions to move rather than fossilize inside. Importantly, cultivate self-compassion. Emotional release can bring vulnerability, discomfort, even pain. Be patient and gentle. Healing is not linear. Allow yourself to feel without shame or rush. For those facing trauma or deep wounds, professional support is vital. Somatic therapies, body-centered approaches like EMDR or trauma-sensitive yoga, connect mind and body, unlocking emotions safely stored in tissues. Finally, nurture rituals that honor your emotional self. Lighting a candle, saying a prayer, or practicing gratitude daily can rewire the brain towards healing and openness. Remember, this is not about flooding yourself with emotion, but about balance, allowing feelings to flow through you like water, not freeze in place like ice. By embracing these practices, you activate your body's innate wisdom and resilience. You reclaim the energy once trapped and transform silent suffering into vibrant health. Your emotions are messengers, not enemies. Listen. Release. Heal. Emotional suppression is a silent thief, stealing not just peace of mind but the very vitality of the body. Yet, within this truth lies profound hope. By recognizing the hidden wounds we carry and choosing to listen to our emotions, we open the door to healing that transcends the physical. You are not broken for feeling, you are whole when you allow your emotions to flow like the life-giving rivers they are. Embrace your feelings as guides, messengers of your deeper self, and allies in your journey toward health and wholeness. Remember, healing is not a destination but a lifelong dance, a sacred balance between feeling, releasing, and renewing. If this message resonates, reflect on your own emotional landscape today. What have you been holding back? What whispers does your body carry? Begin the journey of release and watch as your body and spirit reclaim their natural harmony. Thank you for joining this exploration. Don't forget to subscribe for more hidden wisdom and practical truths that empower your life. Share your thoughts and experiences below. We grow stronger together. Until next time, may your emotions flow freely and your health flourish.